All right, everybody, back in the Tesla. Got my vehicle registrations done. Got a few other things at the HEB. Time to head on back to the casa. Let's go. Put on the little blue, push the little blue button. Got the rear camera. Nobody behind us. There we go. Pulling out nice and cautiously. Great job. Take a look at it that way. Hey, we got another Tesla right there. So it's really funny when I was doing the vehicle registration. So the lady behind the counter, by the way, I don't know if you can do this in other states, but in the state of Texas, you can actually do your vehicle registration renewal at all local HEBs. You do have to do it at an HEB that's in your county. So I'm in Montgomery County, and this is an HEB in Montgomery County. So, but anyway, if you're in the state of Texas, just so you know, you can do your vehicle registration at any local HEB. Easy peasy. But anyway, so they do that quite a bit at the customer service. All right, we're getting over. We actually got over to the correct lane this time. Now, what I will say, I don't want to say that was a correction of what happened before, because obviously we know it doesn't, you know, this is inference. This isn't training. But I think it's mainly because that lane had less cars. But anyway, I'm still happy I didn't have to deal with that this time. It makes some poor lane decisions, lane selection decisions right there sometimes. It always gets itself corrected, but anyway. What was I saying? I'm all over the place right now. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yes, so in the state of Texas, you can do your vehicle registration renewal at any local HEB. And as you might imagine, because I am a Tesla owner, the owner of an electric vehicle, not just any electric vehicle, but the best electric vehicle, the Tesla. And not just any vehicle, the best vehicle, bar none out there. Anywho, y'all all know anybody that's watching this video already knows what I think about Tesla. Anywho, she was surprised, to say the least, at how much I had to spend. So I don't know about other states, but in the state of Texas, you pay a $200 electric vehicle fee. So most people, when they are renewing the registration on an ICE vehicle, on a gas car, they pay about 70 to 75 bucks for your renewal. I pay $275 because you got the $200 electric vehicle fee. And I'm sure that's probably higher in some states, maybe non-existent in other states. But in Texas, it's 200 bucks. And so she was just like, what the heck? And I was like, so I guess you don't see a lot of Teslas or other electric vehicles come through here to do renewal. And she's like, I've been here for a year and a half. And that's the second one I think I've seen. It obviously had been a while because she got surprised. And she said, in fairness, I'm not always behind this counter. You know, as you can imagine, most HEB employees, they get rotated around quite a bit. But she said, I spend quite a lot of time behind this customer service counter. And so, yeah, it's like I've done hundreds upon hundreds, maybe thousands. And she goes, this is the second one I remember. So that tells you, we are in such early days. At least in Southeast Texas, we are in early days. This is a untapped area. And I'll tell you, quite frankly, this is one of those areas, the greater Houston area, where we may have more people get their first ride in an electric vehicle via Robo taxi than they ever do via buying their own Tesla or electric vehicle. And that's just the God honest truth. That's one of the reasons I'm so excited about Tesla Robotaxi, is I really do think it could change lives. Everywhere, obviously, but really specifically here in East Texas and Southeast Texas. Because quite frankly, I do think there are a bunch of folks who the very first time they ever take a ride in a Tesla or any electric vehicle, maybe when they hail a robo-taxi. So I updated y'all earlier on what was going on with robo-taxi, so that's really cool. So yeah, I downloaded the app myself. I am on the waiting list. I am still on the waiting list, but that doesn't surprise me, being that I'm in the greater Houston area. And like I said, a good 2.5 hour drive away from Austin. I am not in the Austin metro area. Would be kind of interesting to see, like, what if, for whatever reason, and I'm not going to do this because I don't have a reason to right now, but what if I were to drive over to Austin and you open up the app while you're in the Austin area, then all of a sudden do I have access? That would be pretty interesting. But yeah, I think my focus right now is just continue to do some Uber rides here in Houston and let people experience Tesla technology and get a glimpse of what they're going to be able to experience with Tesla Robotaxi very soon. I say very soon. I have no clue when Robotaxi is going to start launching here in Houston, but I'm going to tell you, it just feels very soon to me. It really does. It's such a ripe area to do it. People here are very price sensitive to their rideshare. And I'm not saying that other locations aren't, but Houston in particular is a very blue-collar working class town where the majority, the overwhelming majority of rideshare service is partaken by people that are in that demographic. They aren't tourists. They aren't business people. It's not folks going to and from the airport. Believe me, all of those trips exist. But I will tell you, here in Houston, if you just turn the algorithm on and you don't try to game it, and you don't just sit out at the airport, and you just turn on the app and say, give me 100 rides, I'm telling you, 95 out of 100 of those rides are going to be solid, working class, hard working, blue collar people, mostly women, going to and from work in their home. And they are very price sensitive. I mean, very price sensitive. And I just think this city, unlike many others, is just going to jump on this service. I think others will too, but I have a hunch. I just have a feeling down in my plums. I feel it in my plums that Houston is just ripe for disruption. And I want to see it disrupted. I want to see these people save more of their disposable income and be able to spend it on their children, their families. You know, in some cases, their families back home in another country. That's what I want to see. If I can dream of another land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why can't my robo-taxi dream come true? Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, tell me why. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, Elvis did that a lot better. Elvis did that a lot better. All right. Well, it is probably just going to park right here in front of my home. There we go. All right. I'm going to park it, and I will get these videos downloaded and uploaded. I hope everybody's having a great Thursday afternoon. I love all of you, and I'll talk to each of you again soon. Bye-bye.